Tuesday marked 1 year since red tide was first reported along the Suncoast. SNN's Jessica Lang has a red tide update from Moat Marine Lab.
12 months and counting, the ongoing toxic algae bloom was first reported in October of last year. Scientists hoped Hurricane Michael would churn up the water and break apart red tide.
It can mix it up, disperse it. The offshore winds did disperse the cells somewhat offshore.
Moat Marine Laboratory senior scientist Dr. Richard Pierce says although hurricane winds can break apart the toxic bloom, rain runoff can send nutrients into coastal waters.
Even though it could blow the red tide somewhat offshore, once it comes back, it could start up again with the nutrients that are available.
According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, blooms usually start in late summer or early fall. Pierce says there's no way of knowing whether this current bloom will continue.
At this point, it's just a wait and see. What happens? Does it come back on shore? Does it increase? Or has it been dispersed enough so that it's not going to continue to increase?
Pierce says red tide is currently offshore, patchy, and showing moderate to low concentrations, but a shift of wind could change that.
If we get prevailing onshore winds, we will probably feel the effects again, but for now, things are going quite well.
Moat is working with the Florida Department of Health to monitor and sample the air for red tide toxins.
The Department of Health wanted to know how far inland the toxins are going and at what concentration they might be affecting people.
Moat is only sampling Sarasota County, but will work with the Department of Health to decide when and where testing needs to be done. Reporting in Sarasota, Jessica Lang, SNN, the Suncoast News Network.
Thanks, Jessica. And Pierce also says most beaches on the Suncoast have no dead fish on shore, and beachgoers have little to no irritation.